What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Mr. Benny channel. Alright guys, today we're looking at the common entrance. So it's a past common entrance paper and this year is 2011. Alright, so and the time allotted is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Alright guys, you guys know I'm shy, so let's proceed. Alright, so let's get right into it. So this was the year 2011. Alright, so the first question says 1409 plus 275 plus 83, and you are supposed to tell the total. I notice here is very much a shortage of space, so let me just do it over here. So 1409 plus 275. Remember, ones under ones, unit under unit, tens under tens, hundreds under hundreds, alright? That's the main critical thing that they are looking for here. Alright, let's see. 9 and 5 is 14 and 3 is 17. So it's either this or this because it ends with a 7, right? This is what I want you guys to think about exam using elimination method. So that was 17. So 7 carry 1. This makes 8 and that's 16. So already you can tell that it is C because 6 is in the tens line. You do not have to continue. Alright, so you basically get the answer. So that would be 1767. Alright, let's proceed to number 2. So we have 567 minus 180. Guys, remember you are encouraged to try the video, try the question before the video. Alright, so you can pause the video each time. These are generally very easy to start you off, alright? To get comfortable. Minus 180. So subtracting 0 from 7, that leaves 7. 8 from 6, you can't. So you borrow 1. Actually borrowing 100, right? So this now from 160, 80, 160 minus 80, that is 8. And 1 from 4 leave 3. So our option would be 387, which is option A. Alright, let's move on to 3. So we have 525 divided by 5, and some persons can get 3 continue 15, right? Alright, so let's proceed. This can be a little bit tricky. So we have 5 and 525. 5 into 5, 1 times 1, 5 was 5, the subtract, carry down with 2, 5 into 2, you can't, so you put a 0, carry down the other 5, this becomes 25 now, 5 into 25, 5, so that would be 105. One of the things you can do to check your answer, multiply 105 by 5 and see if you get 25, 5, 5, 25, 5, 5, 25, 2 carry 0, 2 carry 5, 5, 0, 0, that's 2. Alright, let's proceed to number 4. We have 650 multiplied by 4. So we have 650 times 4. Guys, do ensure that you like the video. 400, 4520, 2 carry 4624, and that's 26. So again, these are generally very easy just to get you warm up for the exam. Alright, this one now. How many square numbers are between 0 and 30? Alright, so that's 1 square, 2 square. So you have 1, 2, 3 is given 9, 4, 4, 16, 5, 5, 25. So that will be 5. Alright, what is 25% of 100? And that will be 25. This one is a bit of a giveaway. So 100 cancel 100, and that leaves 25. Remember, percent in out of 100, right? Number 7. What is 387? 3,873 rounded to the nearest 100. Notice the nearest 100, right? So the nearest 100 is either going to be 800 or 900 from this, right? So 73 is closer. This is closer to 900, as I only need what? 27 more to make 900 versus drop off 73. So that will give you 3,900. Remember, it's distance, right? Alright. What must we subtract from 3.25 to leave 1.78? Alright, so we can actually subtract. What? Hold on, guys. Let me take that call. Hello? Hello? Yeah, good day. I'm at the lab. Alright, so back to number 8. It says, what must be subtracted from 325 to leave 1.78? Alright, so we know that subtraction and addition, one is the inverse of the other. So what we can do is just subtract 1.78 from 3.25. So it's 3.25 subtract 1.78. 8 from 5 you just add, so you borrow 10, that leaves 15, 8 from 15 leaves 7, 7 from that you add, so you have 11, right, so that leaves 4, and then 2 from 1 from 2 leave 1, so that's 1.47, that is option E. Alright, let's move on to number 9, 200 multiplied by 0.6. Again, you can just ignore the decimal point. 6 times 200, that's give you 1,200, right? So we have 200 bonus. So we have 200 multiplied by 6. That will give you 1,200. However, the decimal point is 1 decimal place, which is this. So that means it will be 120. So that's option C. Alright, what is the smallest prime number? 1 is not a prime number because it has only one factor. 2 is the only even number that is prime. It has two factors, 1 and 2. So that would be that, right? Let's move on to 11. Which of the following percentage is equal to 0.6? And that would be C, which is 60%. Alright, which of these is a reflex angle? Alright, so this, remember, acute between 0 and 90. So if it falls from 1 to 89, that would be acute. Then you have obtuse from 90, between 90 and 180. This would be a straight angle, right? And then this would be the reflex. So the reflex would be 245 degrees. Let's look at 13. The pair of lines shown below are parallel. If they are parallel, they'll be going in the same direction, and the distance between them are. So this will be perpendicular because they meet at right angle. So perpendicular means they meet at right angle, and that is exactly what's happening here. This is 90 degrees. Alright, so these are said to be perpendicular. move on to 14. Which set of numbers below contains only numbers that can be exactly divided by 6? Only by 6. So basically, we're looking for multiples of 6. I think we have it here. A 6 can go into 6 one time, 12 into 12 two times, into this 4 times. Alright? You don't even have to check them. Number 15, what is 16 written as a power of 2? Alright, let's check 2 to the third means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Let's see if that gives us 16. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 4 is 8. So let's try this one. So you can do a little trial and error. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 4 is 8, and 2 8 16. So our answer is option. Alright, this one now, number 16, just did this recently with my PEP students. Calculate 7 plus 3 times 4. Now this is what we call order of operations. It takes a particular order. Alright, so the rules say that we must multiply before we can add. So we add, so it will be 7 multiply 3 times 4, which is 12, then we add, which gives us 19. Alright, so our answer would be option C. Alright, let's move on to 17. So far so good, ain't it? Here comes the bad now. Now the Roman numeral C1x is equal to, oh Lord, I don't remember. C would be what? C would be 100 or 1000. Let me just look guys. Alright guys, so I literally went on Google to remember this because I didn't remember the value of C. Or the value of C is 100. So that's 100. And we know that X is 10. I remember that. And 1 is 1, right? Whenever the smaller one comes before, we subtract. So it will be 10 minus 1. So this will give us 9. So we add this now. So it would be 109. Alright. Remember, x1, so that's 10 plus 1, right? So when the bigger value is at the front, we add. The smaller value is at the front, we subtract. For example, this is 11, right? V is equal to 5. For interest in it is IV is equal to 5 minus 1, which is 4. However, V1 is equal to 6. Alright, you know why I do this, but you know, don't worry, I'm a mathematician, we have to know everything. Alright, number 18, which unit of measurement would be best to measure the length of a plane field? Is it millimeter, centimeter, or meter? And that would be meter. Alright, kilometer is too big, meter is just perfect. Centimeter and millimeter too small. Alright, you guys would have discussed that with your teachers, so pay attention guys. Alright, number 19, which of the following clocks is showing 6:55? Alright, so it's saying to 7. Let's look at this one. Our N is on 12, so we can eliminate that, right? She's saying 12:35. Why may I do this? She's 7 o'clock. Alright, this one now, yeah, we have a winner. No, this is 11. So the O on here, the O on the shorter one, so it would be D. So that guys, it almost because I was just checking and saying yes, but the O on is an 11. So this is actually 11:35, and this one is 6:55. Remember, we're going by 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I've done that on my channel already, so you guys can check out that. Alright, 45, 50, and 55. Now we start at 5. Alright, We would have discussed this from the teacher's answer. I'm just reinforcing. Alright, and this will be 30. Alright, so let's move on to 20. Hit the like button now, guys, if you have not done so. Chop the following shapes as 4 lines of symmetry. Now, this don't have 4 lines. I was teaching grade 7 at a point, and interestingly, I didn't realize that this line is not a line of symmetry. If I should fold it, it's not. So this would be D. And see it? We have 1, 1. This one makes sense, alright? Alright, guys. Here goes. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So this one says, what is the rule for the sequence? So we have 12, 6, 3, 1.5. Alright, is it divided by 2, subtract 6, subtract 3, divided by a half? Now, students may be tempted to say divided by a half. Right? Because it's like you say, oh, it's half of that, half of that. But remember, when you're dividing by a half, you're actually doubling the number. So 12 divided by a half is actually 24 and not 6. So the rule is really divide by 2. Alright. What is the x coordinate of the point 5, 6? Now the x comes first, and then you have the y, right? So that would be 5. Let's move on to 23. The point D, E, and F shown below are 3 vertices of a parallelogram. What are the coordinates of the other vertex? So they give us D, E, F. So let's look at the next. I don't think I'm understanding. Let me read back the question. It says point D, E, which is D, E, F. Okay. Are 3 vertices of a parallelogram. Oh, parallelogram. Alright, so that means 1, 2. I didn't realize that it was parallelogram. So 1, 2. So it will be right here, right? And this point would be, we read the x first, which is 6, 4. So that is A. That was a very nice question, right? Alright, let's move on to 24. Which of the triangle and the grid below has the same area of the triangle marked T? Same area. So let's find out the area for this triangle in particular. Alright, let me put this in a block because it's getting worse. Alright, so we have this is 2, the base is 2, the height is 1, 2. Alright, so the height is 2. So that means that the area will be 2 times 2, which is 2, 4. So the area for this is 2. So we're gonna find out which of these are an area of 2. And I think this is the Z. So this is 2, this is 2. Right? This and this have the same area. Isn't that weird? So that would be Z. I don't even need to look at all the upside. Let's see. Just in case. Definitely Z. Alright. If box divided by 3 is equal to 6, then the number missing from the box is what number divided by 3 gives us 6? So to do that, to do the inverse, so 3 times 6, and that will give us the answer. So 3 6's would be 18. Remember, multiplication is the inverse of division. Alright? Let's move on to 26. What is the value of the digit that is underlined in the number 125.47? This one is really tricky, guys. Really, really tricky. Alright. So we can eliminate those because it's a decimal, right? So if it was right here, it would be 7 over 10, but since it's here, it will be 7 over 1. Alright, let's move on. Which operation will complete the problem? 1025 divided by, oh, me actually say it, divide, has to be that, so that is option D. Let's move on to 28. Henry wants to buy the bicycle shown below. There you go. How much will he pay for the bicycle? So it's sale, it's 600 plus 15% VAT, value added tax. So that is a tax. So it's going to increase by 15%. What we need to do is to find 15% of 600. Alright, guys, do remember you're supposed to try. Percent mean what? Out of what? Very good. So it means out of 100. So we find 15% of 600, and from there it should be paid for. 6 times 15, that is given 90. 6 5 30, 6 1 6, and that, so that's 90. So we're just gonna add $90 to that, and let us see what they ask for. Let's see if they ask for the tax or they ask for the total. That's what they ask for. Anyone to buy? Oh, the total. How much will you pay for the bicycle? You have to be very careful with this. Sometimes they can ask for the number of tax. So the number of tax will be $90, but they ask for the total. So you're gonna add this to the original $600, and that's it. Alright. So let's move on to 29. Which of the following does not have an area of 16 centimeters square? Now this is a square. This is a 4 by 4. So if you should multiply, the area would be 16. This one, right angle triangle, see here, 8 4 32 divided by 2, that would be 16. Alright. This one now, 2 times 8 would be 16. Now this seems to be a right angle triangle. So you divide 2 8 16, but you have to divide it by 2. So this would be 8. So our answer is D. This one is equal to 8 centimeters square. Alright, let's look at 31. John is taking a vacation in England. He needs to change his Eastern Caribbean dollars into British pound. The exchange is 1 British pound is equal to $4.40. How many pounds does John get if he exchanges 1,320? Alright, we can actually have to pass this one. As guess what? 4 times this. It has to be this. Let me just see if we can work it. With this limited space, so it's 1,320. So add a 0 first, right? All the space 4 0 0, 4 2s 8, 4 2s 8, 4 3s 12, 2 1, 4 1s 4, and that 5. Alright. 2 zeros now, and do the same thing, right? 4 0 0, 8, 4 3 is 12, and the 5, right? So 0 0 8. So when I get an 8 in this, oh, I want 8 and 2 10, 5 and 6. This one is crazy, but on the guys, something alright. 1,320, that's what I have. So it's $4.40. Really question go. It's oh Lord. Think a pound is enough. It's easy, so we have to divide. Now we're supposed to convert to British pound. That means it will be less money. Because little tip are British, so you divide. So if you divide this by 4, you'll get 3. Oh Jesus. See that, guys? You have to be very careful. Read the questions carefully, alright? So we convert in pounds, convert into pounds, not from pounds. Alright, so let's move on now. So we have 2/5 plus 1/3. So you find the lowest common multiple, and which is 15. Just in case someone might not know how to do that, here you go. You start off with 5, add 5 each time. You keep adding 3. Don't know why so many crosses. Yeah, do one video. Look good. Yeah. 5 into that. Oh boy, 5 into that goes 3 times. Guys, you know, just ignore them 9. And people that pass maths from them in a grade 10. Them not fair word. So 3 to 15, I go 5 times. You need to trim though.
Yes, sir.
Baba, them need to.
Sir, but you're buying something. You don't buy a share, and other people buy shares.
Yeah, I have it, but I can't trim myself. Because of it, yeah. You can chat in a people. You can chat up there. Here go on peeps. Part 2 of the video come up, you see? From 32 to 100. Link me back. Not to 100, 32 to 60. Link me back. Stay tuned. Make sure to turn on this notification bell. This is your not spending time out, no doubt. You know them bad side down.